Mike G with MDG Collections on hand. Today, December 19th, 2017. This is going to be a video on one of the live features on the Tazer. So here I am in the line to wash my car. Scat Pack in front of me. Line wraps around the corner. So RPMs, as you can see, times 1,000. So as you shift, it will pretty much display your actual shifts on the screen, which is pretty cool to see. I mean, like I said, it's a live feature. You don't have to have anything set up. You just go to you hit left. You got to go to the audio screen, which I'm already on, and the first option that you'll see, or the first line that you'll see, is the Tazer firmware. So when you hold down the back button and then go over until you get to PeakRPM, let it go, and at that point you don't even have to press the cruise control button, which acts as enter when you're functioning through, when you're going through the functions of the Tazer. You don't even have to press enter or the cruise control button. You can just let the actual screen stay on PeakRPM and then just start driving. What this does is it records not only your upshifting, but when the car downshifts, it will record the downshift RPM also. So it's pretty cool to see. After I get the car washed, we're gonna jump on the highway. I'll have the car in track mode. As you can see, I'm going nowhere in this line, so to not just be burning gas, I'm in eco mode. Got the transmission in eco mode. That's a little trick that I do. If I'm just parked somewhere idling in a long car wash line or something like that, and I know I'm not going anywhere, the great thing about the Tazer is you have eco mode. So what I'll do is I'll just put my car in eco mode to, I guess, save gas. I'm sure it works. Technically, deep down inside, something's, you know, it's got to be working. Eco mode and I got my transmission in eco mode, so in idle I shouldn't be burning that much gas. I mean, maybe it helps a little bit, maybe it doesn't help at all, but I would assume it does. So about to jump on the highway. We're gonna go ahead and put the car in track mode. Right now, I'm gonna give you guys a side note, just so you know. This feature, let me go in track mode now. Track. This feature, like I said, shifts the car when it upshifts and when it downshifts. So you'll see sometimes 6 or 760 or 840, whatever. It records downshifts also. So it's not just the upshifts. And also, a side note, the system, or the Tazer is actually, it's shifting, it's recording the RPMs when the car actually shifts, not when you shift or when you think you shift. So in other words, if you're in manual mode using the paddle shifters and you shift with the paddle shifters, if you go down with the negative, or if you go up with the plus sign, it's not necessarily shifting. It may be shifting, you know, you may be thinking you're shifting, but the car is not shifting. So peak RPMs is when the car is actually shifting, not when you think you're shifting. So I'm in track mode right now. Let's see if we don't come up to traffic on the highway, and I can just show you guys a little bit of how the car shifts up and down based on the speed you're going. So right there, peak RPM was 5601. So 5601 was the peak RPM. As you see, it just went down to 1987. Sounded like a year. Anyways, that's when it downshifts. So right now, you heard the engine change, or at least I did, but it didn't shift. That was just the active exhaust. So it's still 1987 is the peak right now. All right, so it took for me to actually get on it for it to go up to 3944, and now I dropped down to 2826. So the peak RPMs is the name that they have for it, but it's not necessarily the peak. It can be when it's downshifting also. As you guys know, New York, you can't go anywhere. It's just always traffic, no matter what. You can't really go anywhere. There's not enough open space for you to really do anything unless you're coming out at 3 a.m. And even then, it's still people out on the road. $21.86. Jumped up to $29.76. It's like, the most space I get is when I'm exiting the highway. It's unbelievable. All right, now watch this 4708. Now watch the downshift. 1863. 1061. So it's just a little fun, cool way to monitor your actual RPMs if you want to monitor them. That's one of the live features on the Tazer, which means the car engine has to be running before that feature can be used, or before it takes effect. It's one of the live features, along with the light show, line lock, and some other features that they have. I'll go over those features in another video, but this was just to see that in action. One of the live features on the Tazer called PeakRPM. Go to the audio screen, toggle over using the left button and the cancel button until you get into peak RPM, and just let everything go. You don't even have to press enter or the cruise control button. Let it go and then just start driving, and it will start to record your peak RPMs from that point on. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be a wrap.